Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte.
But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
They'll run on first down. Richardson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Green. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Green on 3rd down.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run. Here's Richardson.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Now a draw play, Richardson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
2nd and 6.
on the ground. Here's Richardson again. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Off play action. Green. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Marion. He's going to wind up and air it out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On 3rd down, Marion.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent. then they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Off play action. Green. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Back to throw. Green. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And nothing but daylight ahead. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Got it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play fake. Marion. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
But you look at this defense.
Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 39. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing on 1st down. Marion. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Marion. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Off play action. Green. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Green. That is caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
To throw is Green on 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Panthers at 9-3 here on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Green. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Up the middle they go. It's Richards.
know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Green. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here. On the draw, this is Richardson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second down and 6 now.
Now it's Richardson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
3rd and 3.
Here's Richardson. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in. It's Richardson. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 21-3. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Marion.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun.
Marion going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Marion. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this 1st half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates.
Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. And here's Green throwing on 1st down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. And here's Green to throw on 2nd down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now Green from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. There's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the 1st time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this 1st half.
And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints as they'll get set to tangle with the Minnesota Vikings. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cleveland, where it'll be the Browns taking on the New England Patriots. And one more to highlight, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Richardson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Back to throw. Green. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. A 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Green. He'll buy some time right. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Now the try here for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Off the play fake.
Marion. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
2nd down and 3.
Off play action.
Marion, caught by London.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake.
Marion.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Marion. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down short.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it, but he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And the Panthers coming out now.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
from the gun on third down. Marion, he's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space, and that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Marion. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Marion escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw.
Marion. That's complete to Wicks.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw.
Marion got his open man. It's Carr.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Operating from the gun.
Marion
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run on 1st down. Cooper. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Marion. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Woodard. And he picked 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Marion. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cooper. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he will find his man on the outside.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 11, under 1:20 to go. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. On 1st and 10, Marion into the hands of Cooper, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On 3rd and 2, Marion. He gets that one complete to Wicks. Here's first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Panthers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.